Spider-Man comics has been characterized by having a wide variety of powerful and lethal villains who have managed to put the wall crawler in various troubles, making him suffer both physically and emotionally. That is why I have decided to bring you a top of what are in my opinion the 10 best Spider-Man villains. Number 10. Vulture. Adrian Toome was once a great inventor who worked hard all his life to develop a machine that would allow him to fly. When his co-workers forced him out, Adrian finished his revolutionary invention on Staten Island and swore revenge. He became a villain and a murderer. He managed to become shown by absorbing the energy of an android and decided to kill all those who remember him as a whole man, among other crazy things. Besides all that, Vulture is a founding member of the Sinister Six. Number 9. Mysterio. Quentin Beck, the master of illusion, special effects expert, and stuntman, decides to become a criminal when he sees that his career was at the end. Like Vulture, he is an original member of the Sinister Six. Mysterio has given Spider-Man enough his hedge for making him feel like he's gone crazy or even leaving him enough traumas, due to psychological torture illusion and his criminal genius. Number 8. Kraven. Sergei Kravinov is known as the best hunter in the world, capable of defeating great beasts with just his hands, which ends him becoming obsessed with hunting Spider-Man, the absolute prey, which leads him to break his limits, seek different strategies as usual, joining the Sinister Six, and even using genetic and or magical enchantments depending on the versions. Number 7. Lizards. One of Spider-Man's fiercest and deadliest opponents is undoubtedly the Lizard. He was one of the first villains to face the wall crawler, and he always knows how to put our hero against the wall every time they collide. He discovers his alter ego is one of Spider's greatest allies, Dr. Carnage. The Lizard has taken the form of a split personality, even harming Dr. Connor's family, even murdering his own son, Billy. Number 6. Sandman. With one of the most unusual abilities a supervillain can have, Fleet Marco has given Spider quite a bit of trouble over the years, not only having to deal with the constant change thanks to his sun powers, but the fact of fighting with something that you just can't touch. He is currently part of the group the Sinister Six, and more importantly, he is one of the most original members of it. Number 5. Electro. Maxwell Dillon was an electrician who was struck by lightning while repairing power lines. Suddenly he discovered that he was a living electrical conductor capable of storing and controlling electricity at will. Seeing that no one could touch him without being electrocuted in the act, Electro perpetrated robbery after robbery with impunity. After robbing a safe box for Jason and Jason, the Daily Bugle publisher was convinced that the Electro was an alter ego of Spider-Man. This forced Spidey to comfort the villain to prove his innocence. His first encounter was nearly fatal to Spider-Man, who would later resort to rubber glove and hose to defeat the electrifying villain. Electro is a key member of the Sinister Six, and he is deadly to all who come in contact with him. Number 4. Carnage. The symbiote from Venom and attached to the murderer Cletus Cassidy will not rest until he consummates his revenge against Spider-Man and against the New York City. Carnage is about many villains. He is not only one to end to the life of Spider-Man, but cause chaos, death and destruction in his wake. Carnage is one of the most fearsome enemies Spider-Man has ever encountered, and is the main figure leading the events in the crossover Maximum Carnage. Number 3. Dr. Octopus. One of the oldest Spider-Man villains. Otto Octavius was a respected nuclear physicist who created 4 tentacle-like arms that were attached to him after an explosion. He became a criminal mastermind who has been constantly gone up against Spider-Man. He is the founder of the Sinister Six group and was also one of the few who has able to defeat Spider-Man, with saving bodies with Peter Parker becoming the superior Spider-Man. Number 2. Venom. He's perhaps one of the Spider-Man's most iconic adversaries, not least because of his conflicting morality, although he is often portrayed as a villain. He frequently teams up with Spider-Man to combat great threats such as Carnage, thus characterizing him more as an anti-hero. Eddie Brock harbored resentment towards Spider-Man early in his career as journalist, which attracted an alien symbiote that allowed him to become Venom. The bond with the symbiote turned out to be extremely dangerous, as not only grants Brock superhuman abilities, but effectively feeds off his hatred of Spider-Man, making him an undeniable threat. Number 1. Green Goblin. There is no doubt that if any supervillain has to occupy this position, it is Norman Osborn and his Green Goblin alter ego. Spider-Man's most dangerous and maniacal villain is also his most popular, kind of like a Batman Joker effect. He was born as an alter ego in the mind of Norman Osborn when he experiments on himself with an serum designed to create super soldiers. An intelligent and therefore dangerous mind, the Green Goblin went further than anyone else in his goal of destroying Spider-Man's life. It was he who murdered Gwen Stacy, Peter Parker fifth love. I hope you liked this video, and if so you can let me know dropping your like and commenting. Also, if you want you can subscribe to make this little channel grow. And with nothing more to say, we will see you in the next video.